Ethiopia just celebrated 90 years of air power, and it didn't do it with a parade alone. It did it by quietly showing off a new generation of weapons in the sky. Welcome to Afriscope, where we break down geopolitics and military power from an African point of view. On the runway, two symbols of that next chapter stand out: the Yak 130 and the Orion E. The Yak 130, fresh from Russia, is more than a trainer. It is a combat-ready jet that can teach pilots to fly fourth-generation fighters, while also carrying real weapons for light attack missions and drone hunting. Beside it, the Orion E reconnaissance and strike drone, also Russian-made, gives Ethiopia a 24-hour eye in the sky and precision strike capability, making it the first known foreign operator of this system anywhere in the world. But what you see on the tarmac is only part of the story. Behind the scenes, reports reveal that Ethiopia sent a shopping list to France worth around $4 billion, asking for Rafale or Mirage 2000 fighters, helicopters, drones, electronic jammers, even strategic systems, financed through loans. There are around 20 Mirage-type jets via partners like the UAE, as Addis Ababa looks for multiple sources to rebuild and diversify its high-end fighter fleet. So the question is, why is Ethiopia arming this fast? First, national survival. Al-Shabaab remains a real threat on Ethiopia's eastern flank, with cross-border raids and ambitions to hit Ethiopian territory directly. Air power is the tool that can see, strike, and deter before those fighters ever reach Ethiopian towns. Second, national sovereignty. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam has turned the Nile into a strategic fault line with Egypt, and no one in Addis Ababa has forgotten open talk about blowing up the dam or using force as leverage. Then there is the Red Sea. The waterway north of Ethiopia is becoming one of the most militarized corridors on Earth, with great powers, regional navies, and drones competing for sea lanes and ports. Addis Ababa knows that without credible air and surveillance power, it will be a spectator in a struggle that directly affects its trade, security, and long-term dream of sea access. And finally, the shadows to the east. Analysts now warn that Egypt's growing military footprint in Somalia, defense pacts, planned deployments of thousands of troops in regions like Gedo, Iran, and Lower Shobel is not just about fighting Al-Shabaab. It is also a way to put pressure on Ethiopia from its own backyard, surrounding it with a hostile camp close to its border at the exact moment when the Good and the Red Sea are at the center of their rivalry. So when you watch the Yak 130 slice through the sky, or an Orion drone climb silently over Bishoftu, remember, this is not just a military parade. It is Ethiopia quietly answering a dangerous question: are you ready if your enemies move? If you want more deep, clear breakdowns of how African air power, geopolitics, and secret deals are reshaping the continent, make sure you subscribe to Afriscope and turn on notifications, so you do not miss what happens next.